Donald J. Trump is not just a politician or a businessman, he is a phenomenon of words. Some leaders are remembered for policies, some for wars, some for reforms. Trump is remembered for statements. His words didn't whisper, they roared. They didn't politely knock on doors, they broke headlines. From boardrooms to rallies, from interviews to late-night tweets, Trump's bold statements shaped modern political culture like no other figure of the 21st century. This long-form story is designed for a cinematic video, where stylish text, slow zoom effects, and powerful background music bring Trump's most viral and bold statements to life, not just as quotes, but as moments that shook media, supporters, critics, and history itself. The power of words before politics. Long before Donald Trump entered politics, his boldness was already famous. As a real estate mogul, Trump understood one truth better than most: attention is currency. He once said, "Bad publicity is sometimes better than no publicity at all." This statement alone explains his entire communication style. Trump didn't fear controversy, he embraced it. In the 1980s and 1990s, while other businessmen stayed silent, Trump spoke loudly, confidently, and unapologetically, another early bold line that became legendary. "I like thinking big. If you're going to be thinking anything, you might as well think big." These words weren't just motivation, they were a warning. Trump was not planning to play small. His mindset was aggressive, ambitious, and fearless. This attitude later transformed into political messaging that stunned the world. Entering politics, the shockwave begins. When Trump announced his presidential campaign in 2015, most people laughed. Media mocked him. Analysts dismissed him. Opponents underestimated him. Then came the statement that changed everything. "I am officially running for President of the United States, and we are going to make our country great again." Make America Great Again. 4 words that became a global slogan. This wasn't a normal political sentence. It was emotional. It was nostalgic. It was powerful. And it divided the nation instantly. Soon after, Trump delivered another bold statement that exploded across global media: "When Mexico sends its people, they're not sending their best." This single line created outrage, protests, debates, and wall-to-wall coverage. Critics called it offensive. Supporters called it honest. One thing was certain: everyone was talking about Trump. That was his strategy: Trump versus political correctness. Trump's boldest statements often targeted what he called political correctness. He famously declared, "I'm not politically correct." And frankly, this country doesn't have time for political correctness. This line became a rally cry for millions who felt ignored, censored, or frustrated. While other politicians measured every word, Trump spoke without filters. His supporters loved this rawness. His critics feared it. At rallies, Trump often said, "They don't want to hear the truth. But I'll tell you the truth." Stylish text on screen. Heavy bass music. Crowd cheering in the background. These moments turned his statements into events, not just quotes. Media battles, words as weapons. Trump's relationship with the media was explosive. One of his most viral and repeated statements: "The fake news media is the enemy of the people." This was unprecedented. A presidential candidate openly attacking mainstream media institutions shocked journalists worldwide. Headlines screamed. Debates intensified. Trump didn't stop there. "CNN is fake news. You are fake news." These lines became memes, chants, and slogans. At press conferences, reporters were stunned as Trump directly pointed fingers, refusing to play by traditional rules. In stylish video format, these quotes hit even harder: dramatic pauses, zoom-ins, echo effects, turning press conferences into viral content. Confidence that shocked the world. Love him or hate him, Trump's confidence was unmatched. One of his most quoted bold statements: "Nobody knows more about taxes than I do." Another followed quickly: "Nobody builds walls better than me." And then, "I know more about ISIS than the generals do." These statements were shocking not just because of what they claimed, but because no other politician dared to speak this way, Trump's style wasn't humble. It was dominant. He presented himself as the ultimate authority, a strongman figure in a world tired of hesitation, the art of provocation. Trump understood controversy like an artist understands paint. He once said, "I could stand in the middle of Fifth Avenue and shoot somebody, and I wouldn't lose any voters." This statement went viral instantly. It was outrageous, shocking, and unforgettable. Critics condemned it. Supporters laughed or dismissed it as exaggeration. But again, attention achieved, another moment of pure provocation. "I'm very highly educated. I know words. I have the best words." This line became internet gold. Memes exploded. Late-night shows mocked it. Yet Trump's supporters embraced it as humor and confidence. America first, a bold doctrine. Trump didn't just deliver bold statements, he delivered bold ideologies. America first. This phrase redefined U.S. foreign policy messaging. In speeches, Trump reinforced it with statements like, "The future does not belong to globalists. The future belongs to patriots." For millions, this was powerful. For others, it was alarming. Either way, it was bold. At the United Nations, Trump shocked world leaders by saying, "The United States will not tell you how to live, work, or worship." This statement received mixed reactions, applause from some, concern from others, but it reinforced Trump's image as a leader who did not bow. Boldness during crisis. Even during crises, Trump's words remained strong, sometimes controversial. During the COVID-19 pandemic, his statements dominated headlines daily. "It is what it is. We're doing a great job." Supporters saw reassurance. Critics saw denial. The world watched closely. Another bold declaration, "We have it totally under control." These words became historic, replayed endlessly, analyzed deeply, remembered permanently. Tweets that shook the world. Trump turned Twitter into a political battlefield, short, sharp, explosive, despite the constant negative press covfefe. This accidental tweet became legendary. Instead of deleting it quietly, Trump let it live, again proving his instinct for viral moments. Another tweet echoed globally, "I won this election, by a lot." Few sentences in modern history have carried such political weight. Whether believed or disputed, this statement fueled debates, protests, and global reactions. Love him or hate him, you remember him, that is the truth. Trump once said, "You know, it really doesn't matter what the media write as long as you've got a young, and beautiful, piece of ass." A controversial, criticized statement, but one that showed his raw, unfiltered persona long before politics. He also said, "Sometimes by losing a battle, you find a new way to win the war." This line reveals a deeper side of Trump, strategic, resilient, and persistent. Why Trump's bold statements matter. Donald Trump changed how leaders speak. Before Trump, careful words, safe statements, controlled messaging. After Trump, direct language, emotional impact, viral soundbites. His bold statements didn't just create noise, they reshaped political communication forever. Whether history praises him or criticizes him, one fact is undeniable: Donald Trump's words will be studied, debated, and remembered for generations. Ending. For cinematic video, slow background music rises, stylish text fades in. They said he was too loud, too bold, too dangerous. Pause, but the world listened.